Alright, so we're back at it again. Hello everybody and welcome back to another Bat Report from World Dog Gaming Bat Reports. I bid you welcome. Okay, so first before we go into the Bat Report and all that jazz, let me give you a heads up about this little Spotify channel that I'm starting up right now. Because a couple of you guys out there have been asking what song is that, what is that, great music and all that, and giving great feedback about it. So I thought I would give back some community service here. So I have created now a Spotify channel for this YouTube channel. And there I will add all the music that I'm playing in every Bat Report and keep on updating that list, that Spotify list. So, well, feel free to follow that channel as well if you like the music here. Okay, that's it guys. You will find the link to the channel in the description. Okay. Alright guys, so now we are up on game 2 in the Barhammer tournament. Our little in-house tournament here in our part of Stockholm, Sweden. And for this tournament we had about 12 attendants and I was of course one of them. Alright guys, some spoilers now about game 1. If you haven't seen it, then I suggest you pause now and go check it out first. Unless you do not care about spoilers, of course. Okay, so 3 seconds before I recap the previous game. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so if you're still around, then you don't care about spoilers or you have seen game 1 already. Alright, so if you have followed the Bat Trap so far, you might already know the goats got their asses handed to them in game 1. And we had a little defeat, 7-13 against the emo punk rockers. Yeah, that's right. We did plenty of stupid shit in that previous game, like failed to force out his dragon ogres with our gargoyles. And then we never got our minus or that Gore-Tech into combat. Really feel bad about that. But hey, I'm gonna be totally frank here and admit that I expect absolutely nothing from me in this tournament. When I go into this tournament and only face veteran tournament players with an army that I have never played before. Yeah, you can't have so high ambitions then. So yeah, my ambition right now is not to end up last. I think that's a realistic ambition, to be honest. Alright guys, so anyway, now let's see if I can crawl back from this and let's see what list I took this time then. If you haven't seen it already, then let's check it out. Smack, bada bing, bada boom. Here we have the list guys, and yeah, I think I just let you guys pause here and check it out for yourselves if you haven't seen me go through it already. I had a little walkthrough of the list in the previous game, so I guess you have already seen this. So yeah, pause now and check it out. Otherwise, let's see who our opponent is this time. That introduction song was I Won't Give In with Asking Alexandria. Well, look at this guys, it's the Dirty French again, but this time it's not my Dirty French, it's his own of course. And this guy, we don't have any Bat Reports on this channel as far as I can remember with this guy, which is a shame because he's a really nice guy to play with and he's pretty tactical, pretty passive I would like to say. Very defensive in his moves, but very tactical, and yeah, it's a joy to play with this guy. So anyway, let's see what he brings to the table. For starters, he has a Damsel with Shamanism, Wizard Master. Then a Duke, Renowned, Shield, Bard of Warhorse, Questing Oath, Blessed Inscriptions, Crusader Salvation. So it's a 1+ rollable armor save with the Blessing and Royal Killing Blow, whatever it's called. Since he has Renowned, and then it's Divine attacks as well. with Reroll to wound. Alright, so another Duke, Armor General, Audacity, Land Shield, Body Warhorse, Divine Judgment. So he does, he packs a Serious Punch on the charge, and he gets rerolls to hit against monstrous infantry and cavalry and such, and against Gigantic he gets rerolls to hit and rerolls to wound, which is always nice. Then he has another character, a Paladin, the BSB, Grail Oath, Body Warhorse, Ghostly Guard, Hero's Heart. So a 1+ except against magical attacks, then he has a 3+, and then packs a bit of a punch as well with Hero's Heart here. Alright, then for core, 2x6 Knights of the Realm, not upgraded at all, no standard, nothing. Then he has a 22 Peasant Bowman with, just simple bowmans with Musician, and 48 Peasants with full command as spears. Then 2 times 10 Brigands, 9 Grey Knights with no standard, which I thought was very surprisingly, well, which was very surprising. Do you say surprisingly? Ah, never mind. I just digressed. Alright, then he has a Sacred Reliquary in the Peasant Squad as well. 2 times 1 Scorpions and 2 times 5 Yeoman Outriders, not upgraded at all. Alright guys, so what do I think about the list? Now I know what I'm talking about. And when I saw that I was up against Kingdom of Aquitaine, I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, maybe I have a chance. Because, alright, I don't know my army for one bit, but I know the army that I'm gonna go up against, so that might actually help. But the guy that I'm going up against is it's a hard opponent, so it will be it will be a struggle anyway. Anyway, to the list. I don't know, guys. Usually, every time I have Grey Knights, I always pack a Druidism or something. I need the heals then. And to not have a standard in that unit. I don't know, to be honest, about that, really. But otherwise, I think he has a lot of potential here. He sure has a lot of ranged threats, that's for sure. Brigands, Bowmen, Scorpions. And Shamanism as well. So, yeah, different list I gotta say. So, will be fun to see what this does. Alright, guys, let's jump into the battle report and see how it went. Okay then guys, so here we have the layout of the table, and for starters we are playing Marching Columns, my favorite deployment type. Nah, not really. I fucking hate Marching Columns. So anyway, as for our secondary objective, we are playing King of the Hill, which is an objective though that I like actually. I think that's a fun objective to have. So anyway, for the deployment then, we had the roll-off. I won the roll-off on who picks the side. I choose then the left side here, because I wanted to have this extra forest to hide myself in. And then I told him that he should grab this field as to claim the secondary objective. I then dropped some dogs. I will show you a better picture of it. Over here, here's my dogs. And then he went back and dropped his yeoman over here. I then went back, dropped the wild herd unit here, and then my minus, and then I dropped the rest, but before that he dropped his stuff. He went back and dropped the bowman, the realms, and yeah, after that, as I said, I dropped the rest. So let's have a little look on my deployment then. Okay, as I said, wolves, wild herds, and minus, then more a piggy, I think it dropped like, yeah, here's a piggy actually. Piggy here, minus here, wolves, piggy, Gortak. And then I scouted Gorgos here just to go up and take his scorpion that is here in the corner, which you guys can't see. And then I have 2 ambushing wild herd units going up to annoy him later, which is it's actually awesome to have ambush against this army that he's taking to this game. And that's basically it. And before we go and check on his deployment, let's have a little look on what spells we took for this game. Alright, so for my spell selection, it's exactly the same as I had the game before. So it's Fountain Youth, Oaken Throne, Healing Water, Stone Skin, Summer Growth, Master of Earth, and then all the totems. That's it. And for his spells, I don't have a picture of it, but he has Swarm of Insects, Awaken the Beast, what's it called now again? Break the Spirit and the Totemic Summon. That's his spells. Okay then, so for his deployment then. Over here on the right flank, he has a Scorpion into the corner here, which you can't see in the upper corner. Then some Brigands, then another Scorpion. Then the Divine Judgment Duke over here. Then some Mounted Yeoman. Then a 6 of Realms. Then the big Grail Bus with the BSB inside of it. Then a Peasant Levy Squad with the Reliquary. And here on the left side, he has more Realms with the Duke that has, let's see now, the Royal Killing Blow, whatever. Is called now again, Renown. Behind him, some more Brigands, then the big peasant bowman squad with the damsel in it, and then more Mounted Yeoman, and that is his deployment. Alright guys, so this is how it looks, and then I Vanguard. I think he started to Vanguard actually. I started off by scouting my gargoyles here, then he went back and Vanguarded first because I dropped everything before him. So he Vanguarded some Yeoman up here. I then went back and Vanguarded this unit full steam ahead, 12 inches. Then he Vanguarded these guys just 1 inch forward or so. And then I went back and Vanguarded these wolves just a couple of inches ahead as well. Because, well, this flank is in no hurry, to be honest. They need to wait for the chariots to catch up before I can go on the advance here. And that's it. And also worth noting is that the forest isn't here yet. I will put it down here actually, just to be a big nuisance for him to have to struggle with if he's gonna go through here. Then he will lose steadfast if he's gonna come in there with the peasants, and he will take dangerous trains with the knights. So yeah, it will be a big hassle for him to go through the forest. And also I'm also protected from all his shooting here with the forest. So yeah, it will fit me like a glove. Okay guys, anyway, so off to turn 1. Okay then, so turn 1, horny goats, and this is what we do. Schmack! Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like. So we push up hard with everything. I think we max move everything forward, because as a Kingdom of Equitane player myself, I know I hate being pushed into a corner. This is terrible for you. So it's all about just pushing you into the corner and then get in angles on you. So, and now he's basically out of options here on what to do. And also this pig, I haven't moved it yet, but it will move up behind the house here as well. Everything just goes up forward to make sure that it will chaff him now or later. That's all what you have to do in a situation like this. So okay, we take one flank at a time then. So Gargoyles are going up here just to threaten his Scorpion down here in the corner. I know that my Scorpions, my drunk peasants, usually never hit anything, as you guys also know by watching my bat reports. But I can't expect that of my opponent as well. So I see them as a big threat here for my Gorgon, because I know that that's why he placed them here from the start. So anyway, those Scorpions need to die as soon as possible. And then guys, look at this. We had a little discussion here, and I asked him, alright, so now your Duke is shaft, right? And he was like, yeah, sure, the Duke is shaft. But yeah, remember this, it will come into play later, you guys will understand why. Okay, so the only thing that I lay back for a little bit is the minus. I put them 20.5 inches away from the Grey Knights. I'm not afraid of anything else here except maybe this Might Duke, but I don't think he can punch through them by himself, to be honest, since I have parry. But an entire Grey Knight bus will smash my minus, I think. So I can't let him charge me with those. That's why I have the pig here, so he can jump forward, because I have measured here already that it is 14 inches exactly to just throw him up here on the Grey Knights. So that's what I'm waiting. I'm placing this for later turns. And then I go inside the forest here with my Wildherd unit, because I need to have them protected from his bowmen and such. They are like 16 inches away from the bowmen, so they also have long range, and then now shooting into a forest, so they will hit me on 6s. Not that I see them as a big threat, but it's just unnecessary to think of models when you don't have to. And then of course the chariots moves up as much as they can. They reforms and then goes up 7 inches. So... And anyway, then I also chaff him with the dogs here, because I feel necessary to do so. And that is turn 1 movement. So off to the magic phase. Might be nice to see the table from another angle. This is how it looks like after movement. And also here, as I said, there's the scorpion that the Gorgons are heading for. Okay, I'm sorry to say it, but I can't remember exactly what spell card I got in this magic phase, and I haven't taken a picture of it, but I think it was a pretty low card. Might have been spell card number 2. So, but what we do is that we get off Oaken Throne, and he doesn't dispel it as far as I remember. No, he didn't. And then we throw 2 dice on Master of Earth on these little brigands here, because I know that they will otherwise be a big nuisance. I think he tried to dispel it. If he didn't, I don't think actually he did. He let it go, and then he stopped my third spells. But anyway, we kill off 5 brigands here, but they stick though. So that's it, and that's our entire phase. And off to Kingdom of Aquitaine, turn 1. Oui, très bien. So this is how it looks like before we go into Kingdom of Aquitaine, turn 1. And this is how it looks after. Schmack. So here we have it. But look at this. He charges the wolves, but first he doesn't do that. Now back to the story. See here, I think this picture is the one that explains it the best. He starts off by charging his Duke into the rear of my Gargoyles. And I was like, what? Okay, and I was like, yeah, I think I can do that. I see your Gargoyles, because he measured with a laser pointer and saw the tip of my rear here. I was like, yeah, you do, but how are you coming past the wolves? And I was like, yeah, but it's 1-inch rule and everything. And I was like, yeah, but I asked if he's shaft. Yeah, but I thought you meant that he's shaft from that the Gorgon is in a safe place. I was like, nah, I thought you couldn't get out of here at all with your Duke. And it's like, yeah, but I think I can wheel through here and then go past my yeoman here and past your wolves and into the Gargoyles. And I was like, ugh.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
Okay, but alright, but that changes everything. Then I will have changed the angle on the wolves there. I wouldn't even have put them like that. Then I would just have put them here or whatever. I can put them. You see, I had plenty of space to do whatever I wanted with them, so I could have fixed this also. So, and after first we did this, poof, he charges them, and I choose to flee. And then the guys on the left side of the table here that's also playing in this tournament, they asked us, oh, guys, what's going on, what's happening, because they saw me a bit disappointed or sad or so. It was like, yeah, is everything okay? And I was like, nah. And then I just explained the situation. It was like, yeah, but me and this guy, I won't say his name, but me and my friend here, we are having a bit of a debate here, because I thought it was cool that I put the wolves here and then his Duke is shaft, but he thought that I meant that the Duke is only shaft from the Gorgon or such. But that's not what I meant. So it was just a misunderstanding. And after he heard me explaining that to our friends to the left, he was like, yeah, okay, take everything back, rewind this. So we rewind everything and puts the Gorgons back here. And I think that's the best thing to do in a situation like this also. Because, well, misunderstandings happens all the time in this game. So it's not a big deal at all, to be honest. Alright, so back to what he did then. Then he shaft my Gorgon with his yeoman, that sneaky French. He re-angled his peasant squad to look at my left flank, and then he just moved up a couple of inches with the Grey Knights, no, he stayed back with the Realms, and everything else stayed put. He's very defensive, and this is usually how he plays. And then we go into his magic phase. Right, so for his magic phase then, he gets the number 6 spell card. And the first thing that he does is that he throws Swarm of Insects on my wolves. And I think for myself, okay, does that matter so much? Nah, not really. You would shoot them anyway. They are dead no matter what. So I say, okay, cool. Yeah, just throw it. And then he kills 3 wolves, but I pass my panic check. After that, he tries for either 4 or 5 dice to throw Totemic Summon. And I throw all my dice and crush him on the spell attempt. And that's basically it. After that, he shoots me with both his scorpions into the Gorgon and hits me with one of them, wounds me with one of them, and does 2 wounds to it. So, ooh, ouch. That's more than my scorpions have done for 3 games or so. Nah, not really. They have killed a minotaur or so, but yeah. Nah, I was impressed. They can actually hit. So yeah, here we see it. Ouch, 4 wounds left. And then he opens up with the brigands here and shoots my gargoyles and here he rolls like a dice god on crack. He does 4 wounds to my gargoyles here. I was like, what the fuck, man? 10 shots that hits me on 4s and wounds me on 5s and kills 4 of them. I was like, okay, I'm a bit impressed, to be honest. But I passed my panic check, so I'm happy about that. After that we can go back here, but he deletes the wolves here with the brigands that he has left and the yeoman here, and then the bowman here opens up on my wild herd unit and kills maybe one goat or so. They don't do that much. The hitting on 6s, wounding on 5s, and I have a 5+ arms there as well, so can't expect much from that. And that is his turn. So off the goats, turn 2. Right, goats, turn 2. The first thing that we do is that we take these gargoyles and charge his scorpion. They have waited the entire day for this, so they're really happy about that. Can't fail that charge. After that, we take Bacon the first. Yeah, it's actually and charges his yeoman over here.
Are you talking to me?
Uh-oh, they called him a pig.
Are you talking to me?
Shouldn't have done that.
Are you talking to me?
Now they're in for it.
They call me Mr. Pig! Ah!
So what we do here, as you all can see, is that we take the Cortex and throws him up on the right flank here to threaten him here. Then Bacon the second puts himself in front of the Grey Knight bus, and after that we pushes up hard with the minus. We goes up a couple of inches, swings around here, goes up a couple of inches more, then swings around more. So yeah, we do that just to avoid his Duke here, because I have to respect that divine judgment thing. I just have to. I know that it can do some serious dent, even though that I have parry on the guys. And here we have a better angle of it. And also here on the left flank, we stay put with the wild herd units, but we go up with the chariots. So all that we do basically is that we wait for the chariots to arrive. And right now here I don't see so many threats. It's if he will combo charge me here with both the realms and his Duke here and the peasant unit into my wild herds. That would be pretty annoying. Okay, and then, yeah, also, so I don't forget, one of the ambushes arrives. I rolled a 3 and above on one of them, and the second didn't arrive, so yeah, that's nice. And I put them here just to kill his yeomans, to be honest, because otherwise they will just be a nuisance and chaff both my chariots here. Alright, so that's it. So off the goats, turn to Magic Phase. Alright, so we can stay on this picture actually, because what we do basically is that we kill off 3 more brigands with another Master of Earth, which he lets go. And then we try Blackwing Totem on my minus here. He dispels that. I think I tried it again, if I remember correctly. He dispels it again. And then apparently I get off Gnarlhide Totem on my BSB here. I really don't know why I even bothered to throw it on him, but that's what I did anyway. And that's it. And then we go into the shooting phase, and I throw all my stuff here into the yeoman here and kills like 3 or 4 of them. And then he fails his panic and runs off the board. So that's really nice. And after that we go into Bacon the first combat. And look at this little motherfucker. Ugh. Okay, so I go in, I strike at the same time as his yeoman here. I let him strike first, and with, let's see now, I'm gonna check how many guys it is. So with 3 guys, that is 3 guys and 3 horses, he does 2 wounds to me, hitting on 4s, wounding on 6s. What the hell? And I go in and I do absolutely jack shit. I miss with all my attacks, totally whiffs, and we stay here. I was like, okay, this just happened. What the hell is this? And after that he reforms here to look at Bacon the first. And here I did another mistake. Oh, I do so many mistakes in this tournament. I let him reform first. And then after that I don't even think about it anymore, but I forgot to see that he has his Duke here, so I just stay put here. But what I should have done, it would have just been jumped over one row here, so I have his entire front in front of me here, so the Duke can't go into me here. And then I will kill him on his turn instead, and then I will just swing around and charge whatever I want. So this wouldn't be that bad, to be honest. But nah, of course I stay where I am. So with that said, it's off to Kingdom of Aquitaine, turn 2. Right, Dirty French, turn 2, and this is how it looks before he goes into his movement phase. Smack! This is what happens after. So what he basically does is that he takes his Duke into Bacon the first, takes the Grey Knights into Bacon the second, and then shafts me with his realm unit. Yeah, I should have seen that coming. Bad play of me. Also, yeah, in the previous round I killed the Scorpion, of course, with the Gargoyles. Yeah, so and then after that they just turned around to look in this direction. So for the rest of his movement then, he moves around with the Brigands here. They are off on Gore-Tex hunt. No, they are off to kill some Gargoyles, of course. That's what they are shooting at. And then he takes out his other Duke here to look in this direction because he's feeling very threatened of the Minotaurs. And then he just swings around with the rest of his stuff here. And also he takes out his Damsel and throws her here over into the little Brigand unit that he has behind here, trying to hide her as good as he can. With that said, we go into his magic phase. And what he does is that he gets off Awakened Beast on his peasants here, +1 in strength. So yeah, that's nice for him. After that, he takes a crap ton of dice again and tries for another, what was it called now again? That summon thing. But I can't let it go, of course, so I take all my dice to dispel it. And, well, I think that's basically it. That's all that happens in his magic phase. Then in the combat phase, we can go back to this picture. He goes in, smashes Bacon 1. Yeah, of course. And then he smashes Bacon 2nd. So, yeah, and that's basically it. So now he has collected both my wolves and both my bacon. Yeah, so not good. All the chef is done now. So with that said, off the goats, turn 3. Right, off the goats, turn 3. And this is what we do. We take this BSB and charges his bowman. I think he will be enough to crack this unit. He has also turned it around to shoot at my ambushing wild goats. So this is a UC rear now. And he's inside the forest, so he isn't steadfast either. And then we take a frenzy check on the Minotaurs here and passes it. So after that it looks like this. So what we do basically is that we fly over here with the Gargoyles to threaten his Scorpion. Jumps over here with the Gorgon to threaten this flank as well. And then we swift reforms these wild goats because apparently he got in a totemic summon the previous round. And we need to take care of that somehow, so we need to start to throw stuff at it. And then we swift reformed the Minotaurs and back them off 3.5 inches. And here I'm gonna be totally blunt. I don't know if I could actually do this, but this is what I did. And I know that we had that little debate about this on how I swift reformed and everything, but looking back at this, okay, it looks weird, but when we in game here it was legit as far as we both measured it, but judging off the pictures I don't know if it really was. So anyway, that we make sure that the Minotaurs are now out of harm's way, because now they are having the Grey Knights are having a flank to them and they can't close the gap, and the only thing that he can do is take his Divine Judgment Duke into them and the realms, and I don't think that is enough to kill this unit. And if he does that, it's more than likely that they will actually kill his realms and the Divine Judgment Duke back, so I will not recommend it. Anyway, the rest we do is also take up the general here because he needs to do something. He needs to get into combat somewhere. That's it. And now we threaten the backside of his Duke here. So. And also a very important thing that happened in this phase is that we got in an ambushing unit again and we threw it up here, turned it around, swift reform, and now looking at his Damsel and those 2 Brigands there. So now time to take care of that bunker. So here we have the movement in another angle. Those hexing miners, yeah, from another angle. Here we have them. And then the rear charge, of course. lovely. And I take 1 wound from Dane's train plunging into the pikes here. So. Okay then, so off to the magic phase. And the first thing we do again is throw a Master of Earth on these brigands, and he lets it go, and I kill off 5 more of them, so that's really nice. And after that, we get off either Regeneration or Stone Skin on the minus here. Can't remember which of them. He dispelled. I know that I threw both of those spells on the minus, and he dispelled one of them, and I got the other. And that's basically it. After that, we go into the shooting phase, and these little fellas opens up on the brigands here and kills both of them, but doesn't do any wounds to the damsel. But damsel then fails a panic check and flees off the board. So, hell yeah! Alright, and then in the combat phase, yeah, the BSB here just goes in and smashes these little poor peasants, and they auto-break and runs off the board. That's it, and we restrain and looks at his realm unit after that. That's it, so off to Kingdom of Equitan, turn 3. Alright, Sneaky French, turn 3, and this is what he does. He swings around with a Divine Judgment Duke over here, then he takes his Yeoman and chefs my minus again, and then he also goes up with the Grey Knights to look at my front here. Yeah, pretty annoying, that's what he does. And then also he swings around with the Rams over here, both of them heading for the objective, of course. So, that's really annoying. I don't know if I can stop him now. And then also we can't see it, but he takes his summon over here and goes into my Wild Goat unit, and I couldn't do anything about that. I tried to kill it off with shooting with my throwing weapons, but I only did 1 wound to it. That's it, then we go into his magic phase. Good joke. Alright, so after that we go into his shooting phase, and he takes his brigands here and shoots my gargoyles again, I think he does, and kills 2 more or so. He's just, I don't know what these guys have ate for breakfast, but their aim is insane in this game. He rolls 5s and 5s like a boss. And that's basically it, so off to Beast Surge, turn 4. Look at this, I think I have the best opportunity in the world right now, because he has taken away all his characters and all his knights and everything away from this little brigand unit, and then they are only on leadership of 5. So I see this, and I tell him straight away, okay, Gortek, charge brigands. It was like, oh crap, terror, I say. I was like, oh fuck, I forgot about that. Oh, okay, not good, not good. So he rolls the dice, and you know what he rolls? A 3. So, I saw the opportunity here, because this isn't that far off. Then I had a rear charge with the Gore-Tex straight into the Grey Knights, and yeah, I think he would just destroy that unit. But of course he passes a fucking leadership 5. Then I of course charge the Gargoyles into the Scorpion here. Gore-Tex goes into the Brigands. And yeah, well, that's basically all the charges, I guess. I take a frenzy check again on the minus, because I can't charge the Yeoman here, then they just get deleted. And that's basically it. So then we go into the magic phase. And what we try to is get off a Master of Earth on these fucking annoying Yeoman, but he dispels it, of course, and then we throw in Regeneration and Stone Skin and Blackwing Totem on the minus. We buff them to the max, because right now we can't get away from this combat, so all I can do is just buff them as much as I can. And when he saw that, it was like, oh.
Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelt of elderberries.
Yeah, that's right. So the dirty French didn't like that at all, because now he's hesitating a lot to go into this unit with all this anyway. Because, I don't know, what do you guys think? Will this take care of it with when I have parry, regeneration 4+, and toughness 7? I think actually the minus kill this. I don't think it will break through, even though this guy has Divine Judgment and it's a crap ton of attacks. Alright, and we do not have any shooting because everything that it shoots is, well, actually we do. We switch freeform here and kill a couple of peasants, that's it. And then we go into the combat phase, we delete the scorpion, we delete the brigands, and we have a little fist fight here with my goats and his totemic summon. I do 1 wound to him and he does a couple of wounds to me, but I stick on a leadership of 7, that's it. Then we go into Dirty French, turn 4. Alright, so we stick on this picture a little longer because I need to explain what happens. So, the first thing that he does is that he... Well, actually, we move on to the next picture. This one explains it better. Okay, so he does one charge only, and that's the Duke here into my Wild Goat unit. And I, of course, hold. I think I have a decent chance to actually stick here. And right now, the guy that's running this thing is coming in and like saying, okay, 15 minutes left or something, and both of us like, what? And once again, I run out of time. What the hell is this? And I know, once again, guys, I am a quick player, even though that this is a new army. I speed run my turns. It's just that, well, some guys are more tactical, if you want to put it like that, than others, and takes more time to do their moves. But yeah, alright. Anyway, we are still having a great game here, but he decides not to do the charge here because, as you guys see, they are fucking buffed to the max. So he doesn't do that. He takes his realms, swings them around here, and does the only charge there. So now he claims the objective as well. So we split the objectives. Ugh, sneaky fucking French. Ugh. And that's it. Then we go into his shooting phase, which is pretty obsolete. We go into his combat phase. He erases the wild herds that are left. You see these two guys here. He kills them down to a man. So he collects the points there from the totemic summon. Goes in here, kills like 2-3 goats or something like that. Wins with I don't know how much, but it doesn't matter because I'm steadfast. But of course I failed my leadership 7 steadfast, and he overruns into the Gorgon here. And then both him and me is like saying, okay, so we have 5 more minutes. Should we just say that this ends here, but we do the fight with the Gorgon? And he asks me that. And I was like, I have absolutely nothing to win from this. Well, actually I do, because I think that the Gorgon will actually smash his Duke here. But it is a 50-50, but I'm a gambler. I've always been a gambler. I've been playing poker and everything my entire life. So I said, of course we do it. And then he asked me, okay, should we do the fight and count the points for the victor? And I was like, of course! Of course we count for the points for the victor. And then he goes in and he tells me, okay, I go in with great weapon. So okay, I start. I go in with my 6 attacks. I hit with 2 of them, but one of them is a battle focus. I was like, oh, come on. And also I failed my primal check here, so I can't reroll. I was like, oh, what the fuck? It starts off awful. And then I roll the wound, and I roll a 1 on one of the dice, a 6 on one of them, which is a lethal, and that's all I need. I only need that lethal because he has a 1+ rerollable arms here, and then I wound with the other. So okay, he starts off with rolling the save for the normal one, and of course he saves it. It's a 4+4+5+ for him, so of course he saves that. But the lethal strike, that's all I need. It's all I need. Just fail that. And he rolls the dice, and he just jumps up, down, swings around. It goes like spins around for ages. It feels like come on, land on a fucking flat surface. Come on. And he lands on a 5, and I was like, no. And then he goes back, hits with everything, and rolls 3 6s and a 5 onto wound, and does 9 wounds to the Gore-Tech. So he just totally obliterates the Gore-Tech and smites him down. I was like, okay, come on, man. Did you have to do that? Punk him so hard. And he just cracked into laughter. It was like, what the hell happened here? And I was like, I have no idea, man. I was just so sick, and both of us just turned into laughter. So, yeah, once again, great game, mate. I really enjoyed this one. So, okay, let's see what we kill of each other then. Right, so I kill of him, his bowman over here, his damsel, both brigands, both scorpions. That's it, if I can remember correctly. I think that's all. But he didn't kill much of me either. He, once again, it's a chaff war, these games. It's the games are very tactical, so. But he killed both Bacon 1, Bacon 2, both wolf units, and then my wild herds here. That's it, but that's not much at all in points. But yeah, let's see where it ended up. Yeah, also, of course, he got the Gore-Tech here. Can't forget that. Alright, let's see the score now. So have a look at this. It ended up at 10-10. Yeah, that's right. And nobody of us claimed the secondary objective, since we both had a scoring unit inside of that terrain piece at the end of the game. So, but if we had finished the game, I think it would have been differently, to be honest. Then I think it could have gone either way, though. I think both of us were in a pretty sticky situation. But very fun game, very entertaining, very dramatic at the end there with the Gorgon fight. So, and once again, hats off to my opponent. He played it very well, and as he always does, a bit passive, but that's how he likes to play his French, and can't blame him. Maybe should take a lesson or two out of his battle book, or whatever you want to call it, his handy book. Alright guys, so thank you all for watching, and as always, if you liked the video, then please press the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel and you enjoy this content, then please feel free to do so. Otherwise guys, until we see each other the next time, have a great one everybody, and peace.